Hello, welcome to Celtic Crossroads from KILT Studios. I'm your presenter, Kenton Adler, Director of Advancement for Scottish Heritage at Lyon College in Batesville, Arkansas. Join me now as we explore an hour of music and story from all corners of the Celtic world. Our show is made possible in part by the Campbell Collection, a generous gift from the estate of the Duke of Earl, the late Robert Louis Campbell of Earl, Arkansas. The collection consists of music and literature now housed in the archives of the Lyon College Mabie Simpson Library, and by the Lyon College Scottish Heritage Program.
I've got a smile on my face and I've got four walls around me. I've got the sun in the sky, all the water surround me. Oh, you know, yeah, I win now and sometimes I lose. I've been battered but I never bruise. It's not so bad. And I say, hey, 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 it's just an ordinary day, and it's all your state of mind. At the end of the day, you just got to say it's alright. Janie sings on the corner, what keeps her from dying? Let them say what they want, she won't stop trying. Oh, you know, she might stumble if they push her around. She might fall, but she'll never lie down. It's not so bad. And I say, hey, 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 it's just an ordinary day, and it's all your state of mind. At the end of the day, you just got to say it's alright. It's alright, it's alright, it's alright. In this beautiful life, there's always some sorrow. And it's a double-edged knife, but there's always tomorrow. You know, it's up to you now if you sink or swim. Just keep the faith that your ship will come in. It's not so bad. And I say, well, hey, hey, it's just an ordinary day, and it's all your state of mind. At the end of the day, you just got to say, I say, hey, 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 it's just an ordinary day, and it's all your state of mind. At the end of the day, you just got to say it's alright. It's alright, it's alright. 'Cause I've got a smile on my face and I've got four walls around me.
Greetings, Earth creatures. I'm Kent Nadler, and you're listening to Celtic Crossroads. We started the program with Great Big Spree from their album Play, with a tune called Ordinary Day. Then we heard from McNaughton's Vale of Atholl Pipe Band from the World Pipe Band Championships of 2000, and that was their medley that consisted of Ian of Green Tracks, Spanish Things, The Humours of Ballyloughlin, Abercrombie Place, Susan MacLeod, Cecily Ross, and Mr. and Mrs. J. Duncan's Wedding 2000. Then we heard from the She from the album Continuum with The Birds of Salim Ali, On the Breathing Road, and The Soaring Seas. Next, we'll hear Chris Sherburne and Denny Bartley from the album Foothold with Sullivan's John and The Morning Dew.
Sullivan's John, to the road you've gone, far away from your native home. You're away with the tinker's daughter, along the road to Rome. Sullivan's John, you won't stick it along till your belly will soon grow slag. You'll be roaming the roads with a mighty load and a toolbox on your back. I met Katie Coffey with her neat baby behind on her back tied on. She'd an old ash plant all in her hand to drive the donkey on. Inquiring at every farmer's house as along the road she passed, where might she get an old part to mend, or where might she swap an ass? Sullivan's John, to the road you've gone, far away from your native home. Away with the tinker's daughter, along the road to Rome. Sullivan's John, you won't stick it along till your belly will soon grow slack. You'll be roaming the roads with a mighty load and a toolbox on your back. There's a hairy ass fair in the County Clare, in a place they call Spancel Hill, where my brother James got a rap of a hymn, and Paddy they tried to kill. They loaded him up on an old Lassen car, while Biddy and Mary looked on. Good luck to the day society sways its hand from the travelling clans. Sullivan's John, to the road you've gone, far away from your native home. Away with the tinker's daughter, along the road to Rome. Sullivan's John, you won't stick it long till your belly will soon grow slack. You'll be roaming the roads with a mighty load and a toolbox on your back.
Lord Thomas, he was a very fine man, went out to hunt his career. Fair Annie, she was the fairest woman that ever the sun shone on, that ever the sun shone on. Lord Thomas, he spoke a word in jest, and Annie took it ill. He said, I'll marry no ye mean maidens without my parents' will, without my parents' will. Then Thomas, he is hame to his mother, and bowed low down to his knee. Oh, shall I wed the nut brown maid, or shall I wed fair Annie? Or shall I wed fair Annie? The nut brown maid has cows and ewes, and Annie she has none. And for my blessings, my son Thomas, I pray ye let her alone. I pray ye let her alone. Then out it spak his little sister, stood by her nurse's knee. Oh, marry ye your fair Annie, and let the other yen be, and let the other yen be. A cow may dee in her coven, and an ox may drown in the mire. But marry ye your fair Annie, you'll get your heart's desire. You'll get your heart's desire. A cow may dee in her coven, or an ox may hang in the pleugh. But marry ye your fair Annie, and you'll get gear in you, and you'll get gear in you. Lord Thomas, he's gane to Annie's bower door, and tarled low at the pen. Nae readier was than fair Annie to let Lord Thomas in, to let Lord Thomas in. It's wull ye come to my warden, Annie, the morn's to be the day. It's never a fit, said fair Annie, unless the bride I be, unless the bride I be. Lord Thomas, he gaed up the highway, and Annie, she gaed down the glen. And Annie shone as fair her lean as Thomas and all his men, as Thomas and all his men. Oh, whar got ye the water, Annie, that washed ye sae clean? I got it by my mother's bower door, beneath a marble stane, beneath a marble stane. Oh, ye man wear my heart, Annie, and ye man wear my love, until my wife he born a son, and that will end our love, and that will end our love. Away now wear your heart, Lord Thomas, away now wear your love, but ye mun get your nut brown maid to her ye constant prove, to her ye constant prove. Then he sent him wi' fair Annie, his heart and his heart's bleed. But ere the hour o' 12 o'clock, fair Annie, she was dead. Fair Annie, she was dead. Then Thomas he's gane to Annie's bower door, and tarled low at the pen. Nae readier was than Annie's mither to let Lord Thomas in, to let Lord Thomas in. O deal ye weel at my lovers like, the white bread and the wine, and ere the morn at this time ye'll deal as weel at mine, ye'll deal as weel at mine. The ane was laid in Mary's kirk, and the other in Mary's choir, and fae the ane there sprang a bark, fae the other there sprang a briar, fae the other there sprang a briar.
listening to Celtic Crossroads. I'm Kent Nadler, and we're coming to you from Lyon College in Batesville, Arkansas. We just heard John Whalen from the album Celtic Reflections with Longing for Home, Longing for Here. Prior to that, we heard Ewan MacColl from the album English and Scottish Popular Ballads, and that's a Smithsonian Folkways recording, and he performed Lord Thomas and Fair Annie, and we started off this portion of the program with Sullivan's John and the Morning Dew from Chris Sherburne and Denny Bartley from the album Foothold. Now we're going to hear a little bit of an interview with Paddy Maloney, who was one of the primary players in the Chieftains. He played uilleann pipes and whistle and was really pretty much the leader of the band, I think, for most of the time that they were together, or at least that was the perception. In any event, this is one of the last interviews that he gave, and I hope you find it educational and enjoyable.
We're playing with on the same stage of Old and In the Way too, and that was so funny. Vassar Clements and yeah,
It's been so exciting to go to America.
Oh God, stop!
Especially out of Ireland in the early 70s.
And to be put into I was telling Hawks here about the stretch limo, and there's a photograph. I was trying to think about that this morning, and I'm wondering, does one of the guys have it?
Oh, if you could, that photo would be amazing to include in the notes.
We're getting into the stretch and going out to Oakland to do that radio show, Big Tom Donahue, is it? Yeah. And that's where the interview took place with Jerry, talking to me, asking me all about the music and the tunes.
Yeah.
And
Do you remember what Jerry asked you, like what you guys discussed? And
oh yeah, he was, look, why did you do this and why did you do that? There was all that going on, you know. And then I started to explain the fox hunt, you know what I mean? It started up this way, you know, with the screeching of the, you know, you're playing from it. And then the poor old fox got killed on the high A, and the you know, and then Jerry was fascinated by all that, you know. I mean, Doc Watson, I had great admiration for, you know what I mean? Like, I remember, God, he played a tune at 40 miles an hour. Something like that, you know? No.
Arkansas Traveler.
Arkansas, that's the one, yeah.
What would you explain to your grandchildren about your music and the lasting impact of your music, the way that you compose or create your music, the things that you should listen to when you hear it for the first time? Yeah,
on a simplified form, perhaps, you know, to get into the rhythms and maybe to get them up, dancing, you know, from the 6/8, like the jig, for instance, has 6/8 rhythm. It has 9/8 rhythm. It has 12/8 rhythm. Different sorts, you know. I should have brought my whistle anyway. But like the 12/8, you know. So you have it in 9/8, you have it in 12/8, you know, and the same tune, which I've done on several of the recordings that we've done, played it in different rhythms, like the drops of brandy, lost. I'll talk about it, Brian. Drops of brandy, you know what I mean? That's all I ever knew it as, you know, in that speed, you know. But then you can do it as a reel, and which on the album I did it in 4 different rhythms. It's the first tune on one of the albums, you know. Sorry, off I go again.
No, that's good.
I used to drive for old Ride Cooter mad. I'd be singing it, you know, and telling them about a tune. Oh, wait, hold on a second, hold on a minute, you know. But it's lots of drops of brandy is the tune, you know.
Lots of drops of brandy.
Yeah, it's the first tune on one of the albums, you know.
find
Yeah, so I
Paddy,
played
was that turning the slip jig into a reel? Was that
slip jig into a reel, into a 12/8,
Yeah, yeah.
and so it's played in 3 or 4 different rhythms, you know. It's the same tune.
Yes.
So this is something you can do. You can create a whole new, you know, a whole new thing with one, and it's an old tune, you know.
Right.
Drops doodle doo doodle doo do, doodle doo doodle doo doodle doodle doo doodle doo do, you know, and so on, you know. And then it's diddly diddle 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 diddly diddle 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 diddly up a diddly up a dum, you know. And then you end off with the slip jig, you know what I mean. As I was running over
Kilgara Mountains.
and the mountains, I met with and suddenly he was floating. There's a statue.
And I rattled my saber.
Yeah.
Musha rigum durum da. Whack fall the daddy-o.
Whack fall the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar.
the thrill. Over the hill came the sun with a smile, and the folks they were thronging the roads everywhere, making haste to be in at the Capture Home Fair.
I've seen them a-coming from mountains and lands, those rosy-faced lassies and strapping young men, with a joy in their heart and a bird in their care, and meeting old friends at the Capture Home Fair.
Whoever joined our gathering and danced under the garland's green will never be the same again. Now rest your head and stay a while and dwell with us the summer's night. You'll never be the same again. There are lets for the lasses, there's toys for the bands, jugglers and tumblers and folks with no arms. There's a ballad singer here and a fiddler there, nutman and spiceman at the Capture Home Fair.
There are peddlers and potters and gingerbread stands, peep shows and popping darts and green caravans. There is fruit from all nations exhibited there, with kale plants from orange at Capture Home Fair.
Whoever joined our gathering and danced under the garland's green will never be the same again. Now rest your head and stay a while and dwell with us the summer's night. You'll never be the same again. You came a long way, you traveled for so long. Now rest your head before the summer's gone. Meet us in the sunny fields and meet us in the blue deep, and step in our fairy ring, 'cause you'll never, ever, ever be the same again. Be the same again. lie with my mammy Namer. The fiddles play briskly at Capshaw Fair.
You've been listening to Celtic Crossroads, and I'm Kent Adler, coming to you from the beautiful Peacock Room overlooking the campus of Lyon College in Batesville, Arkansas. We just heard Fawn from the album Eden with the Market Song, and prior to that was the Victoria Police Pipe Band from their Live in Concert in Ireland record with a suite called Murray's Fancy that was written by Mark Saul, and he was the featured solo piper on that piece. And we started off this portion of the program with a band called Sleatar from their album Crew of Three with Tommy Peoples, The Swinging Gate, and The Old Copper Plate. I hope that you have a spooky Samhain, a happy Halloween, and keep the peat fires burning and the jack-o'-lanterns lit, and we'll see you next time at the Crossroads.